Franco Fontana is one of the most influential Italian photographers of the 20th century, widely known for transforming how we see landscapes through photography. With a style defined by bold colors, sharp lines, and abstract compositions, his work goes far beyond simple documentation. Fontana reimagined the landscape, using color as a language and turning everyday scenes into vivid geometric expressions. Rather than portraying reality as it is, Fontana used photography to explore perception, space, and balance. His images often blur the line between painting and photography, drawing viewers into a visual experience that feels both modern and timeless. He also applied his signature style to architecture, nude studies, and urban scenes, always maintaining his unique vision of form and color. Fontana's photographs have been exhibited internationally and are part of major museum collections worldwide. Join us as we explore the life, vision, and enduring legacy of Franco Fontana, an artist who taught us to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. Franco Fontana was born on December 9, 1933, in Modena, Italy. He began taking photographs in the 1950s while working as a decorator in a furniture store. He became a professional photographer in 1961. His landscape photography, both urban and rural, is known for reducing scenes to two-dimensional planes, using bright, vivid colors and a strict yet restrained composition that emphasizes contrast. Fontana has worked on advertising campaigns for brands such as Fiat, Volkswagen, Sony, Volvo, Versace, Canon, Kodak, among others. He has also contributed to magazines such as Time Magazine, Life, Vogue, and the New York Times. His first book, Skyline, was published in 1978 by Contrajour in France and Punto e Virgola in Italy, with text by Helmut Jernschem. Fontana uses 35mm cameras, and as noted by Iwan Zahar, he often shoots from a distance using telephoto lenses to flatten the contours of the landscape, turning crops and fields into bands of intense, saturated color. Commenting on his use of color during his 2019 retrospective exhibition Synthesis, held at the Medina Visual Arts Foundation, curator Diana Baldwin said, "His bold geometric compositions are defined by bright colors, level perspectives, and a geometric, formalist, minimalist language." By adopting this approach in the 1960s, Fontana brought new energy to the field of creative color photography, at a time when multicolor was not yet widely accepted in the art photography world. Fontana's way of photographing dematerializes the objects he captures. They lose their three-dimensionality and realism to become part of an abstract design. In addition to rural landscapes, Fontana has applied his graphic sensitivity to other subjects such as urban architecture and the nude. His images are included in the collections of more than 50 public and private galleries, both in Italy and internationally. He continues to take photographs and teaches workshops and courses at academic institutions and universities, including the University of Toronto, the Royal Academy of Fine Arts in Brussels, the Guggenheim Museum in New York, and Luis Guido Carli University in Rome, among others. Franco Fontana is a visionary, an artist who dared to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. A pioneer of color in photography, Fontana has spent nearly 60 years transforming everyday landscapes into bold, poetic compositions that awaken the senses and invite us to look closer and deeper. At first glance, his images might seem like paintings. Blocks of color, lines and shapes that float somewhere between reality and dream. They remind us of abstract expressionism, like the American painters of the 1950s, but Fontana's work is something else. More personal, more direct. He doesn't just document the world, he distills it. He strips a scene down to its essence, leaving only the emotion, the silence, the light. His photographs speak in a quiet language of form and color, and that's what makes them unforgettable. In the 1970s, Fontana's voice in the world of photography became impossible to ignore. His style, minimal, abstract, filled with pure color and structure, was unlike anything that came before. While many still chased the rules of perspective, Fontana walked another path, one without vanishing points, one where the eye is free to wander. Despite being born in Italy, the land of Renaissance perspective, he chose instead to embrace abstraction, following in the footsteps of American color field painters. He brought that same energy into photography. Some even say he invented the photographic concept of the line. Whether that's true or not, it's clear he changed how we see. Later in his career, Fontana began including the human figure in his work, but not in the way we expect. There's no romance, no drama. Instead, his use of the body is playful, almost pop. It becomes just another form, another color, another element in his visual language. Even now, at over 80 years old, Franco Fontana continues to work. Still curious, still passionate, proof that creativity doesn't age. That vision can remain sharp, even as time moves forward. Fontana often speaks of three things that drive him: passion, heart, and thought. And above all, he reminds us to be humble, to grow slowly, to understand that we must be before we can become. So what can we learn from Franco Fontana? To slow down, to look to really see, to find beauty in the simple, to trust our vision, even when others don't understand it yet, and to know that photography isn't just about capturing the world, it's about creating one. And maybe that's the greatest lesson of all.